Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amir Khan. I am representative of group number 6. We have chosen Bank Al Falah Limited for our retail management term report. I, along with my group members, will be explaining the retail structure, service distribution, customer experience, digitization, and the challenges faced by Bank Al Falah. For this purpose, we have interviewed 6 representatives of Bank Al Falah from different departments in order to grab a good command over different structures, processes, and procedures involved in the organization. Firstly, we would like to give you a brief introduction about the organization. Bank Al Falah is one of the largest banks of Pakistan with a network of 700 branches across 200 cities in the country. It also has international presence in multiple countries including Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bahrain and the UAE. Bank Al Falah is owned by the Abu Dhabi Group and it was incorporated in 1992. The bank provides different services to its clientele. Its customers include consumers, corporations, institutions and governments through a broad spectrum of products and services, mainly focused on financial services. The way forward. Long before other banks could have tapped the digital market, Bank Al Falah realized that digitization is the way forward. For this purpose, they came up with a separate team of digital banking group. The digital banking group of Bank Al Falah focuses on the digitization of processes, procedures, services, and products. They came up with an application named Alpha. Alpha is Pakistan's first lifestyle banking application, which has successfully digitized offline procedures involved in starting a relationship with a bank. It is not only limited to banking services, but you can also use it for ingredients of a modern lifestyle. For example, you can use it to book tickets of a cinema, movie. You can also use it for discounts at a restaurant. You can also use it for shopping and you can use it for booking of traveling. Now I would like Abbas to continue with the retail structure of Bank Al Falah. Over to you, Mr. Abbas.
Thank you, Amir. So moving to the branch structure. Branches at Bank Al Falah are structured with one branch manager, one operations manager. Also, there is one relationship manager and one relationship executive reporting to the branch manager. Also, this structure is dependent on different types of branches, such as a flagship branch that has two RMs, relationship managers. So these flagship branches are the hub branches with vast operations, including the entire credit and with deposits amounting to over 7 billions. Also, Alpha branch that has deposits over 1 billion has two relationship managers. And Bravo, Charlie, and Delta branches, these only have one relationship manager. So operation manager is responsible for the operations of the branch that include all services offered by the branch. Branch manager is responsible for profit and loss and deposits. Also, the branch manager reports to the area manager who reports to the regional business head who reports to a regional head and he reports to the group head who directly reports to the president. Moreover, for customers problems such as checkbook issue, accounts issue, etc., the operations manager and chief risk officer are responsible and they work with the complaint center to resolve the issues. Overall, the branches have more access to resolve the issues of the customer than the head office. Also, the customers are divided into categories such as a premier category that is for priority customers. Such customers are given benefits over other customers. For example, if they require cash, they don't have to wait in queues. Rather, the bank facilitates them without having them to wait. Also, the birthday cakes are sent to such customers along with frequent giveaways that include diaries, calendars, USBs, etc. Okay, so talking about the new branch. So for setting up the new branch, first research is conducted in teams for the exact location within an area. The preference is the area where there are other banks located. Also, other bank branches are used in this research and a team visits other bank branches to determine the business size in that area by simply walking in as a customer and then questioning the staff. This gives an approximate idea of the deposit size that is valuable information on the business size when combined with at least 5 to 6 search researches of other banks within the area. And later this information is used for cost benefit analysis along with the feasibility report. Once approved, admin is responsible for all site construction related matters such as rent, etc. Admin also works with area manager during the whole process. Once the new branch is set up and it fails to perform as per the planning, such as lower deposits than expected, so the bank may decide to close the branch after waiting for 2 years. Also, in case two branches are set up very close and both are failing to perform as per expectations, so one of the branches closed. So now over to you, Oves. Thank you.
Thank you, Abbas. So service distribution is a sub-department of retail banking at Bank Al Falah. It is established in March 2019 with an aim to improve end-to-end customer dealing and experience. So this department has three main responsibilities. First is to facilitate customer for in-branch services and processes. Second is to guide customers about online banking services. And third, and the most important, is the migration of customers from branch banking to Al Falah digital platforms like Alpha, which is Bank Al Falah's mobile application for banking. So this department has a dedicated ground staff called service ambassadors to perform these responsibilities. Currently, Bank Al Falah deputed 211 service ambassadors in different branches all over the country. So the next is responsibilities of service distribution department. Their first responsibility is hiring and allocation of service ambassadors. Hiring is basically done by HR based on special guidelines, but the allocation is done by service distribution department based on the background, previous experience, and understanding of local languages of service ambassadors. Second is training and development. A special training program is implemented for the service ambassadors, which include products training, especially the digital products, similarly processes training, and customer management training. The third is performance evaluation. So performance of service ambassadors is evaluated by the number of customers migrated to digital, which is being monitored by service distribution department. And it is quantitatively measured by the feedback of branch managers of respective branches. Reward program. The service ambassadors are being rewarded in monetary terms and also in form of recognition certificates. As service ambassadors are directly interacting with customers, therefore they can provide first-hand feedback of customers regarding the digital services. They can provide feedback for needs, wants, and pain points of customers, and they can provide insights for new products and services. So here you might be thinking that why Bank Al Falah want their customers to migrate from branch banking to digital banking. Firstly, customers get the services of the bank with the convenience of their home and without coming to the branch. Second, it will reduce the branch load of customer dealing and improve branch serviceability. Third, and the most important, is it will reduce the operations cost as less customers coming to branch and therefore less staff requirement. Now Aisha will continue from here.
Thank you, Awais. As we know that banking industry in particular is driven by quality of services, therefore focus on customer experience has become increasingly important. It is due to availability of wide range of services for customers to choose from, and they're cautious about their choices as they would be entrusting their money to the bank. Therefore, improving the quality of interactions with customers has become an integral part of banking. With provision of superior banking experience to their customers, banks aim to increase customer loyalty and satisfaction, leading to better retention. At Bank Al Falah, this function comes under Customer Experience Department. The department oversees and monitors various components of service delivery and touch points of customers. The department is further divided into four different units, namely Quality Assurance Unit, Complaint Management Unit, Customer Insights and Governance Unit, and Process Optimization Unit. So, the Quality Assurance Unit's main role is to ensure that services are delivered within the acceptable thresholds. In this unit, the bank has branch service ladder, which is a which is a completely different monitoring framework for ensuring that branches are providing optimal services to customers. Next, there is Consumer Finance Service Ladder, which is customized monitoring framework for consumer financing. Similarly, there are frameworks for operations and digital banking. Under these frameworks, there are different indicators to measure and assess the efficiency of the bank services to its customers. Accordingly, this unit then liaises with relevant stakeholders for remediation of identified issues. Second, there is Complaint Management Unit. It is a centralized unit where complaints logged from different sources and medium like email, contact center, letters, branch, and website are managed and handled. This unit handles the customer grievances and provide resolution or facilitation to customers accordingly. There are well-defined processes and mechanisms in place to keep an internal check on this unit in order to ensure there are no breaches which can later call for action from the regulatory body, that is State Bank of Pakistan. Next, we have Customer Insights and Governance Unit. This unit is divided into two subunits that are governance and customer insights. Governance teams keeps check with both internal regulations and policies and external regulations. Internal regulations are initiated through compliance, audit, and internal regulatory department, while external regulations refer to all instructions issued by State Bank of Pakistan. On the other hand, there is Customer Insight team which connects with customers, gain voice of customers, and then derives insights through various surveys. Subsequently, these identified pain points are then fed into units of this department. Lastly, there is Process Optimization Unit. This unit has role beyond re-engineering and reimagining of existing processes. That is to identify areas where the bank can innovate, automate, and manual operations and/or introduce new processes. All of these measures must help in increasing the bank's efficiency internally and bring more convenience to its customers in availing banking facilities. Overall, these units cumulatively strive to smoothen the customer journey with the bank. Now, Amna will take you further.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Amna Rizwan Khan and I'm going to be discussing the digital banking group at Bank Al Falah. Now before I discuss some of the digital products offered by Bank Al Falah, I would like to give you an overview of the digital banking group, discuss who it's led by and the key objectives of the group. Digital banking group of Bank Al Falah is led by Mr. Yahya Khan. Yahya Khan has over 23 years of professional experience in local and international organizations such as JP Morgan Chase London, Unilever, Telenor, Anglo Chemicals, and ICI Pakistan. Yahya is also on the board of directors for OneLink, which is Pakistan's largest payment and switch system. Before joining Bank Al Falah, Yahya was the head of Easy Pesa and chief financial services officer at Telenor. This is why Bank Al Falah considers Yahya to be the right guy in order to digitize financial services in Bank Al Falah. The key objectives of the digital banking group at Bank Al Falah is to enable customers to easily access banking services at their fingertips. No matter where they are, customers should be able to avail banking facilities via electronic online platforms. Another benefit of this is that it will ease the load from the bank's physical presence. Also, in times of COVID-19, it will also help to safeguard the health and safety of bank's customers. Now, some of the digital products offered by Bank Al Falah include Alpha Payment Gateway, which is an online payment system on websites offered by Bank Al Falah. Hospital Cash Assist Insurance, this is insurance that people can avail in order to pay their hospital bills, medical bills. Another product is Alpha QR Payments. This allows customers to scan QRs to make payments instantly. And Alpha Mall, which is Pakistan's first bank-owned marketplace. Now I would like to discuss Alpha Mall, Pakistan's first bank-owned marketplace. Before I discuss the key features and the key challenges, I would like to give you an introduction about what Alpha Mall is. Alpha Mall is banking industry's first initiative to create a trusted digital platform for online shopping. It provides Bank Al Falah customers the opportunity to use their accounts, Alpha wallets, credit cards, Orbit points, or also opt for combination payment to securely pay for their online shopping. Alpha Mall has thousands of genuine products available at competitive prices. Moving on to the key features, Alpha Mall's unique selling point would definitely have to be easy monthly installments. Customers can buy products on 3, 6, 9, 12, or even 18 months installments if they have Bank Alphala credit cards, and this involves 0% markup and no processing fee. Customer financing is also available through digital loans, so customers can buy now and pay later for products on Alpha Mall. Multiple payment methods, like I discussed earlier, they can use their Orbit points, they can use their credit card, they can use their account or Alpha Wallet to pay for products online on Alpha Mall. Lastly, Alpha Mall has 100% genuine sellers and more than 15,000 verified products to choose from. Moving on to the key challenges, customers are often hesitant in Pakistan to opt for prepaid orders and they would rather prefer cash on delivery. Now, the whole point of Alpha Mall is to encourage customers to use banking instruments to make payments. Therefore, cash on delivery is not offered on Alpha Mall. So, customers who are cautious of making payments online do not opt for Alpha Mall. The second challenge is the risk of receiving counterfeit products. Sometimes customers, even though they receive genuine products, they complain of receiving counterfeit products. So the merchant has to provide explanation. They have to explain that we've also given you the warranty card and this is a 100% genuine product. The next challenge faced by Alpha Mall is that the installment facility can only be offered to credit card customers. So this makes it a limited offer since not all Bank Alphala customers can avail it. The next and last key challenge is the high cost of funds involved in offering installment facility. As mentioned earlier, Alpha Mall doesn't charge any percentage of markup or any processing fee for installments facility. This means the high cost of funds involved has to be either bared by the bank or the merchant. Now, moving on to the conclusion, COVID has definitely expedited the shift to digital instruments. More and more customers now are doing the interbank transfer on their apps. They're going for online shopping rather than going out and taking out money from the ATM or going to the bank for such basic financial services. Even things like groceries and things like tech gadgets, rather than going into the markets to buy these things, customers would rather make online purchases. So COVID has definitely impacted the business volume of Alpha Mall. As I'm not allowed to disclose the sales figures, but overall, I would like to say there has been about a 20% to 30%, even 50% increase in sales in back-to-back months ever since COVID has come. Initially, in April, when there was a very strict lockdown and things were all at a halt, people did not know, how to go about things in COVID. That's when we definitely experienced a decrease in sales in April 2020. But once things start to ease, people start to work their way around COVID restrictions, they move to online banking services, the sales have definitely increased. So we feel the impact of COVID has been positive on Alpha Mall sales. Moving on to the overview of the entire case study, as discussed, Bank Alphala has always been focusing on digitization of financial services. COVID-19 has had a positive impact to expedite the shift towards digital financial services of the bank, and it has helped Bank Alphala cross-sell innovative products through digital channels. For example, when their merchants onboarded on Alpha Payment Gateway, for which we provide the online solution to receive payments of different cards, many times they also suggest the same merchant to be onboarded on Alpha Mall for different categories of products. Moving on to the suggestions for Alpha Mall, as explained in the key challenges, many times customers have a fear to buy products on Alpha Mall because of counterfeit products, and also sometimes they are hesitant to go for prepaid orders because most customers in Pakistan prefer cash on delivery. In order to minimize the fear and hesitance towards prepaid orders and the fear of counterfeit products, Alpha Mall can include customer reviews for products as well as merchants. So customers can rate 4 or 5 ratings to products that they have bought and they have received, and they've had a good experience of those products, they are genuine products. Similarly, they can also give the same ratings for merchants. So that's why the next time a customer is browsing a certain product, they can look at the merchant it's sold by, and since the merchant has a good rating, customers would go for merchants who offer better delivery and services. The next point would be to continuously work on increasing the credit card customer base. Now, Bank Alfala already has one of the top credit card customer bases in the banking industry. Currently, there are about 300,000 credit card customers who can avail the installment facility on Alpha Mall because they have credit cards. So Bank Alfala needs to work on increasing this base, this customer base, so that more and more people can opt for the installment facility on Alpha Mall. Last but not the least, we would like to thank all the people involved who helped us make this report. Firstly, we would like to thank the people at Bank Alfala we interviewed. Thank you for your time and thank you for sharing your industry insights with us so that we were better able to develop this report. Secondly, we would also like to thank the TA Aisha for always answering all our questions and being so helpful. Lastly, we would like to thank Sir Atif Murtaza for always challenging us and giving us different assignments so that we were able to experience new things and expand our skills. This is Group 6 signing off. Thank you.